Hey everybody. I'm doing something a little different this week for Confessions of a Professional Wedding Planner. Instead of giving you something to read, I thought I would just take a minute and do a quick little video check-in. I had a situation pop up yesterday that I think might be valuable to share. I always like to tell you the wonderful things about being a wedding planner and how much fun and how inspiring the work is. But every once in a while, we're really challenged as professionals to deal with some difficult situations. And I had one of those this week, so I thought I'd share. So I'm working with a client, and this is a very high-end client. This is probably our most elaborate wedding of the year. She's hired us for full service, and we are doing a lot of incredible things for her wedding. We have a system when I do full service planning. For those of you who have taken my courses and have taken full service planning, know that one of the things that I always do is I have a structure to how I check in with clients. There is a regular schedule when we get together and we touch base on their wedding plans. And for me, that's monthly. And the reason I do that is because I'm juggling multiple events at the same time. So by meeting with each client on a monthly basis, we go over all the plans, where we are with everything, and everybody walks away from the table with initiatives and to do things for the next month. And then at the next check-in, we check in on those things. And of course, we communicate sometimes in between, but generally it's that month period of time that we are tying up those loose ends that we left from our previous session. And this works really, really well for me. Clients know when to expect to hear from you. They know when they need to have their items done, and it works out really well. But every once in a while, we get a client where this does not work out well. And they tend to be clients who are a little more type A. They tend to be very much in control of their own life. So maybe they have a professional position where they are the boss, or maybe they're used to running their households and they just want to know everything all the time. And what happens is we end up getting emails on a regular basis, daily. What's going on with this and what's going on with that? What's going on with this? And so this week I got one of those emails from this client who apparently was feeling very I guess, out of the loop of the plans. And when you hire a full service planner and they are running point for all of the vendors, what a lot of these clients don't realize is there's so much going on behind the scenes when you don't hear from us. And I think she started to panic that maybe things were not moving because I was not checking in with her on a daily basis and letting her know where I was with the things that I was working on. So I got a very lengthy email with probably 15 bullet points, just asking me where we are with this, where we are with that, where we are with this. And what happened was, 2 days of back and forth bullet points in an email is just not efficient. So I spent a lot of time updating her and sending her information that actually was supposed to be addressed in our regular planning meeting, which is coming up next week. So anyway, it was very clear to me that the client was frustrated. And even though I have my system for doing things that is completely justifiable, what I needed to understand, and I have had to do this before, is that not everybody wants to communicate in the same way. I had to adjust my way of communicating with her so that she feels comfortable. She's hiring me to do a job. I am doing that job. I need her to understand what's happening and feel like she can trust the process. And so we had a phone call last night, and it's not always easy to hear clients say, I'm frustrated. I don't know what's going on. Luckily, she was able to recognize that indeed there is work happening and she just wasn't aware of it. And we both agreed that we needed to change our way of communicating with one another. So the solution we came up with is that we have now a regular 15-minute call every week. Now, I don't do this for every client because not every client needs it, but she needs it. She needs to feel like she knows what's happening. So every week we will touch base for 15 minutes. I'll give her a quick and dirty on anything that's going on my end. And if she has questions, concerns, anxieties that she needs to kind of get off her chest, she will have the opportunity to do that. We left that call feeling great, knowing that we have a plan that's going to work better for both of us. So she's going to feel a little more connected to the process, And I'm going to feel a little less stressed getting regular emails asking me for status updates while I am trying to help other clients and do other things. So that is just my story to let you know that not every process that you have when you're working works for everybody. And it's really important to stop every once in a while and really listen and pay attention to your clients and what they need. And I don't think you should always change how you do business for people. I've actually had to end relationships with clients before because we just didn't see eye to eye on how to work together. But if there is a way, if there is a solution that meets both the needs of the client and doesn't interfere with your process, then I think as compassionate human beings who are in a helping profession, it behooves us to find that solution, to offer it to the client. And I think what they get from that is that you really care about their needs and you're willing to work with them in a way that's comfortable for them, and that's a win-win for everybody. So I hope you enjoyed my story and learned a little bit about adapting and listening to your clients, because I think it's a really important lesson that we all have to learn the easy way or the hard way at one point or another. So have a great day. I'll check in with you next week. Bye-bye.